Hey, it's James here, and if you've been following our channel, you know we recently moved to Sweden. And so I just wanted to share, because I was so inspired today. We were just outside on this incredible fall sunny day, and we just started foraging. We just walked out from our house and we were just walking along, and we found this tree that was just like heavy with elderberries. They were just so beautiful. There was like these clumps of elderberries that were just rich and purple and just like, they just looked amazing. And so we had some scissors, and Noah and Liam just clipped some of these elderberries. Now, Frederica's the expert is what we're gonna do with all these things. So I know we're gonna make probably like an elderberry syrup or something like that, but it'll be really fun to make some stuff with the elderberries. We were also over by where Noah plays soccer. It was just filled with rosehip bushes. And so we just started picking rosehips while we were waiting for practice to start. And we'll bring those home too. So before I moved to Sweden, I've never even heard of rosehips. And you know, I actually had a cold recently, and I've been drinking tons of rosehip tea because it is such an amazing thing to help get you healthy. It's just like wherever you go, there's just so much that you can get from nature. I'm by no means an expert in foraging, and I want to share a couple of tips that I've come up with around foraging. One is I've learned really it's so important just pick what you need. Like I was so excited here that I just started like, oh my gosh, let's just take more and more and more and more. And then I realized that it's like, no, let's just actually really focus on taking what you can eat, or at least preserving so that you can eat them later. And the other thing is that I definitely carry gloves. Some of these, like the raspberry bushes, the raspberries are so amazing here, but they definitely have thorns.
Actually, like here, you see those thorns, but the berries do not. Oh, I can do it.
So definitely wear the right clothes is another good tip.
These are almost ready for making rosehip soup.
Yeah.
We don't need so many.
Touched it.
I know, they have thorns. They like to protect themselves.
And also kind of know what you're picking. There's definitely beautiful looking berries. I think we were out one time with my mom actually in the forest, and she's like, oh, look at these beautiful red berries, and Frederica's like, oh, don't eat those berries, those are poisonous. And it is kind of funny, nature has some very delicious looking things that are not actually edible. So pick what you know. That day when we were out, I remember that particular day fondly, because we were out with my parents, and Frederica that day had said, hey, would anybody like blueberry pie? And everyone's like, heck yeah, that's great. So she said, all right, let's go into the forest and just pick blueberries. And I don't think my mom, or dad for that matter, had ever really gone into the forest to pick blueberries. And so we kind of went out there, and the apprehension went away really quickly, and my mom got so into it. She was so excited. Her hands were like stained with blue and black from the blueberries, and it was literally like we had to stop her and say, okay, we've got more than enough. It's time to go home. And that blueberry pie, it was so amazing. I think there is just something extra special about going out and finding the food and then making something from that food. And it's one of the things that I really honestly value about living in Sweden. There is just abundance in nature everywhere around you. Like you just walk around, even in the city, there's like apple trees filled with apples. Like there's behind our kids' school on city streets, there's like plum trees. We walk through the forest and we just find, of course here in the fall, you just find blueberries and raspberries and mushrooms. And so I just, I grew up in San Diego, and you just didn't have this kind of abundance in nature everywhere around you. And so I've really, really come to value that living here in Sweden. I hope you enjoyed these tips. I hope you're enjoying this channel. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you've got anything that you forage for in your neck of the woods, add it in the comment below. I'd love to hear what you're foraging for. I'll see you soon.